Hello, everyone, and welcome to Not War Thunder. This is Old Dead Man. I'm hearkening back to a little bit of my youth, pulling out the old DOS and some of the early Windows games and things like that. And I thought it would be fun to look at one of the originals here. One of the things that really sparked my interest growing up in computer games and computer gaming had to be Space Quest I, the original version. Now, I actually played it originally in CGA with just the internal speaker. This is not quite exactly like the original, but I think we'll have some fun and enjoy it. Space Quest Chapter 1, The Sarian Encounter. Light years from Earth's solar system, the people of the galaxy Ernon have been struggling to maintain the precious balance of life. The sun of Ernon is slowly dying. The planets grow cold. Food is no longer plentiful. Life will soon become impossible to sustain. The scientific community of Xenon devised a plan to convert one of Ernon's lifeless planets into a new sun. The effort was centered around the development of a device called the Star Generator. The Star Generator would be capable of igniting an otherwise useless planet into a raging ball of flame. An expedition set out aboard the Starship Arcada to successfully complete development and testing of the Star Generator. The Arcada is now returning triumphantly to Xenon with the fully operational Star Generator. You serve as a member of the crew of the Arcada as a janitor. That's right, a janitor. And not a very good one. You would probably have been sacked and replaced were the Arcada not millions of kilometers from Xenon. As we join our story, you have just completed one of your famous on-shift naps in one of the janitorial storage closets. Now you can type in whatever you'd like, but if you press enter, you become Roger Wilco. You are startled by the sound of an alarm. It is followed by an urgent voice which warns that the Arcada has been boarded by unknown intruders. It ends abruptly. You have just stumbled into a small, dark, and very cluttered utility closet. Many things fall, most of them landing on you. Doesn't say much for your cleaning prowess. You can't see anything because it is dark. I remember how amazing it was early on to see these types of animations and graphics on my computer, my old IBM PC that my parents had gotten when I was a young whippersnapper, and just how much fun it was to be able to walk around these amazing space corridors. The whole adventure was just just amazing as a kid. Of course, nowadays we look at it and it's so dated. You are in one of the Arcada's hallways near an elevator. It appears to be one of your crewmates. He is non-functional. You search the body of your crewmate and find a keycard. You take the keycard. I'm definitely glad they don't play the alarm sound the entire time. That would get on my nerves really fast. Now this is the library room. This is the Arcada's data archive. Many volumes of information are stored on data cartridges. There is a computer console here. The door opens and a man you recognize as one of the lab scientists enters. He appears to be injured. After only a few steps, he slumps to the floor. A large laser hole has been burned in his uniform, through which you can see previously unexposed tissue. Struggling painfully, he raises up on one elbow. He tells you the Arcada is under attack, and that the star generator is in danger. You had better leave if you value your life. He looks over toward the shelves full of cartridges and utters the words, "Astral body." He then settles to the floor, lifeless. You search the damaged body's pockets, nets. Only some heat-fused... Can't talk today. Only some heat-fused chunks of varying sizes, which were probably melted by a pulse array blast. Nothing to waste time on. Guess we're not looking for a later snack on this one. Welcome to the Arcada Data Archive, Model DX Storage and Retrieval System. To select a cartridge, enter the title below. Press Enter to quit. Title catalog available with top security clearance only. Yeah, that would be what Roger does not have. Searching. Title found. Retrieving. Console consists of a screen, keyboard, and cartridge slot. Atop it rests a Model DX cartridge retrieval unit. Search cartridge. I've never tried this before. Oops. I didn't realize that happened. The alien observes his handiwork briefly, then leaves. I probably should have saved the game, huh? As you lie on the floor in a smoldering, carbogelatinous heap, you can't help but wonder why you bothered getting up this morning. Thank you for playing Space Quest. Too bad you failed miserably and doomed all your people to a horrible death at the hands of the Sarians. Way to rub it in, guys. If you continue playing as skillfully as this, we'll never have a chance for a sequel. Better luck next time. I think we can skip through some of this. I'd forgotten how brutal Space Quest games could be. You make the wrong mistake, you are dead, dead, dead. This isn't no LucasArts adventure. Now, it's been some years since I played, so I may not remember everything anymore. I don't think either one of these has any. This is the Star Generator Development Laboratory. Due to your incredibly low security clearance, you have never been allowed access to this room. So, what did they do to clean it? If you're the janitor, you would think that they would have allowed you access so you could clean it once in a while? Oh well. Weird things. Ward Fear searches nothing. There's an empty pedestal here. It looks like it used to hold some large object, maybe the star generator. Warning, self-destruct mechanism has been armed. Evacuate ship immediately. This is not a test. Time till detonation, 15 minutes, 38 seconds. Okay, I guess we're on a bit of a time crunch here. So just pause this and I'll come back to this in a bit. All right, so now we got to get to escaping. Now, usually this is where they try and catch you off guard with a footstep thing. On the console by the window are two buttons marked Open Bay Door and Close Bay Door. I never did figure out what those things were. Flashy things, I suppose. You are in the central control area of the Arcada. The reactor domes, okay, there we go, pulsate irregularly as if they had been tampered with. This does not look good. Through the window just above the control console, you can see down into the vehicle bay below. You search the corpse and turn up nothing. You slide the keycard into the slot. You hear an audible click. You take the keycard back. Warning. Bay doors are open. There are two buttons here, a left button and a right button. Well, that's convenient. Press left. Press right. Look in the closet. It looks like an electrical gadget of some sort. Get gadget. Look gadget. Written on the electronic gadget are the words dialect translator. On one end is a dial and a light currently dim. Turn dial. You turn the dial to the right. The light begins to glow. Get suit. Looks. You are dressed in the standard issue excursion garment. The console is adorned with many status indicators. One button on the right is marked airlock. Look. Looking at the console, you see a button marked platform. There are also some gauges which don't interest you. Press the button. There is now an escape pod here. Look. Pod. This is one of the Arcada's escape pods. You vaguely remember receiving some orientation on these when you joined the crew. I always love how much they insult Roger's intelligence. Vaguely remember. Pod. Your pod. Look. You are sitting in the pilot seat of the escape pod facing toward the window. There is a dark console before you and seatbelt straps at your side. Confused as to what you should do, wish you would have paid more attention during crew orientation. Air belt. Look panel. The console consists of a screen, pod status indicator, a throttle, and some buttons. The buttons are marked auto nav, power, and don't touch. Okay, it's been a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and save the game. In. Okay, look screen. Press power. Look screen. Escape pod systems activated. Ready for instructions. Emergency program initiated. Full throttle to execute launch sequence. Your door is ajar. No, actually, it's a door. If it was ajar, I'd put things in it. The escape pod moves slowly out of the vehicle bay and into space. Congratulations, you have narrowly escaped an explosive death. Don't start patting yourself on the back just yet, though. You are now traveling aimlessly through the cosmos. Green. Escape pod systems activated. All systems are go. Well, again. The console consists of a screen, pod status indicator, a throttle, and some buttons. Right. The buttons are marked auto nav, power, and don't. Okay. Auto nav. Wait patiently. Okay, there we go. The monitor flashes. You study it to see what new information is being displayed. Planet profile. Ooh, 3D circly swirly madness. Planet Corona, dimensions 3,744.3 kilometer diameter. Breathable atmosphere, unknown life or civilization, and I totally missed the temperature. The autonav system is locked onto the small planet of Corona, and the pod has begun its approach. Nothing to do now, but hang on. That is, okay, that is true. That is pretty ironic. After a skull-jarring landing, you peer through the shattered viewing port out onto the desert landscape. A feeling of utter desolation settles in. You're in a fine mess now, Roger Wilco. Okay, I guess I don't need to wait patiently anymore. Pod. You are inside the escape pod. It appears that the more fragile devices were damaged severely by the impact of landing. Survival kit has broken loose from someplace. Kit. Open kit. This is your survival kit. It contains a Xenon Army knife and a can of dehydrated water. How do you dehydrate water? That make it a can of hydrogen? You just add water to make it into hydrated water?
I don't.
I don't get it. Oh well. Asking the serious questions of Space Quest. Okay. I just happen to remember this. Okay, never mind. I can't get it. Look. Window. Through the window, you see a vast wasteland composed of sand. You are unable to. Okay, remove belt. Done. Exit pod. Look window. The window was shattered by the impact of landing. Look glass. Get glass. Look room. We located in an incredibly remote area. There is a thrashed escape pod here. Shockingly, I knew all about that. Look pod. The pod seems to be semi-destroyed. A glimmering catches your eye. Upon closer inspection, you see that a piece of highly reflective glass is broken out of the pod window. I thought I remembered that. Get glass. Glass now in possession. Look glass. This is a piece of highly reflective view shield glass from the escape pod. Due to its special design, there are no sharp edges. You know, one time as a kid, I shattered an entire sliding glass door that had safety glass in it. It shattered into a whole bunch of little cubes, and believe me, every single one had sharp edges. But this must be some pretty unique glass. You are at the southwest edge of a mesa. It is very desolate here. You are in a desert cliff area. There is a natural land bridge in the distance. You know, I'm going to take the time here. Okay. I'm going to try to see if I can sneak past. Hold on. Because I'm a cheater. A rat, always in the mood for a snack, snatches the can out of the air with his spacious oral cavity, chews and swallows it. He notices a rumbling deep within his abdomen. That's what I look like after I've eaten too much pizza. Well, except for the explosion. A rat's eyes prove to be bigger than his stomach for once. Incapable of becoming history's first living reservoir, his body succumbs to the intense internal pressure created by nearly 10 gallons of instantly reconstituted water. As a special bonus, you have received a much-needed shower. Probably the first one Roger's had in years. You're in the slimiest of caves. The odor in here is less than desirable. On the ground rests a gleaming chunk of Orat's anatomy. Get Orat part. You reach down and take the Orat part in your hand. Some of it oozes to fill the space between your fingers. All right. Tape on the way here. Have Orat parted. Across the bridge here. Ooh, look at those bigger cracks. You can push the rock, but with no spider droid, which I'm surprised I've not seen at all. There he is. Suddenly you see a large black metal sphere falling out of the sky. A Sarian spider droid. Upon touching down on the planet's surface, it sprouts legs and begins its search for you. You recall from an article in Space Piston magazine that this droid is designed to seek out organic life forms and self-destruct when contact is made. Let's go see if we can get it. What can I say? I'm a save scummer. Oops. Oops. As I recall, it's that little brown line underneath the bird-shaped little piece. Want him to get right about there. No, no. Come on. Ooh, this might be my chance. Right now. It was not known that you are a master of the rock. That was a fine effort. I always sucked at doing that too when I was a kid. Could never get the timing just right. I remember spending many an hour, well, not many an hour, but a while, trying to push that rock onto the spider droid. I did it every once in a while. All right. You see a pair of oddly curved rock formations. They point at each other as if to form an arch. Wah! Look, what do we got here? This is one end of what appears to be a large cavern. The only way to go is to the left. There is a rock nearby. Okay, got my rock. If I could roll it somewhere, I'd have my rock and roll. But Now, in the VGA version of this, they've got a plant you can throw right here to get past this monster. I'm a little bit more, this is the old school version here, so look. Sure. There's a geyser cone here. It is rhythmically... There is a geyser cone here. It is rhythmically spewing hot steam. Put rock in geyser. Hook door. No. There is not a door here. Okay, fine. Look room. This is a slightly smaller chamber in the underground complex. There is a path above which is not accessible from here. There is a pool on the right side. Look pool. You gaze intently at the purplish pool of liquid, the first real sign of moisture on the planet. The pool seems to have no bottom. Gentle dripping has a soothing effect on your frazzled nerves. Smell pool. Curious. That does not cute. Okay. Touch pool. Drink. Drink pool. Lick pool. I don't understand the word lick. Okay, look room. But it doesn't actually tell you how you're supposed to get out of this area. As a kid, I did not understand that there was room back here you could walk in. This was the stupidest design. So you walk back here, keep going. All right, look room. You are in a large room in the cavern. There is a pathway above. At the south end of the room are two odd-looking units emitting beams of light. Look light. Look light. The beams seem to form some sort of electronic barrier across the path. Use glass on beam. Use glass. There we go. You have quite cleverly turned the beam upon itself, frying it into inoperability. Right, Roger, you and me, we are on our way. Ah, yes, the acid drips. Time for the save game. Couldn't use this one. The drips. Does that mean if you accidentally stumble into them, you're on an acid trip? Here's that one. Go. Ta-da! A massive holographic image appears before you. You sense that you are the only life form in the area. A massive holographic image appears before you. You sense that you are the only life form in the area. So, you have found your way to my hallowed chamber. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye. I have been monitoring your travels on our planet. It appears that you are up the proverbial estuary without a means of locomotion. Locomotion. You are obviously in need of transportation. It has come to my attention that you have met ORAT. If you have proof of ORAT's demise, drop it for my inspection. You drop the ORAT You drop the ORAT part to the ground. The vision is silent. You are startled by a rumbling, and suddenly an oddly shaped door comes into view. It opens slowly. You hear a voice, different this time, beckoning you to step forward. Oh yeah, the noise here doesn't stop. Dang it. Please, don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We are a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Corona. What an odd... I didn't even remember that this was Corona at this particular time. You are standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you transportation. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately 1/2 meter above the traveling surface. This is very important because of Grell. Grell and his like dwell in caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him. The skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Corona called Eulent's Flats. You can make further travel arrangements there. I am sorry, this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board the skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one. This place is most interesting indeed. A mixture of both old and new technologies. On one side of the chamber is a primitive steam generator. Its pistons, pounding rhythmically, turn steam into useful energy. On the other side is what appears to be a computer console. Look, console. The console consists of a monitor and a cartridge slot. There are also some readouts which indicate the status of some of the mechanisms in here. Cartridge. The cartridge snaps neatly into the slot and the screen comes alive. Whoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Vohal. I am a scientist with the Star Generator project aboard the Star Lab Arcada. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sarians may have learned of our mission. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it would cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who oppose the Sarians. Encoded within this cartridge are all the plans and specifications for the construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard this with your life. Return it to the Xenon ruling body as quickly as possible. Does that make Roger one of those Bothans that died, like to bring the Rebel Alliance the plans of the Death Star? Food for thought. Important note, the Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. This was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 6858. A 5-minute timer will begin to count down. Beware, Anyone within 5 kilometers of the star generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful, and good luck. I found out that if you don't get the cartridge from its slot, you don't get the best ending at the very end. Can't believe they would make you do that. That's a gotcha. Okay. Game. Out to board skimmer. Code 68. Skimmer. As described, it is a As described, it is a sand skimmer, and it looks like it has skimmed quite a bit of sand in its time. On it is a panel which has a small readout, currently dark, and a keyhole with the key in it. You turn the key, and suddenly, the jet turbines begin to whir. The skimmer begins to shake beneath you as its platform slowly moves into the launch tube. You can't help but wonder what you've gotten yourself into this time. As you nervously hang on, the skimmer rises slowly to the surface of the planet via a secret passage. How to start skimming. Because this is always the stone-crushing part of your journey right here. Upon reaching the surface, you throttle up and zoom off into the sunset. The settlement the alien spoke of appears on the horizon. Ouch. Ah! Siri. Critical. Had you eaten a few less donuts during the mission, you might have cleared that rock, Roger Wilco. Thank you for playing Space Quest. Too bad you failed miserably and doomed all your people to a horrible death at the hands of the Sarians. If you continue playing as skillfully as this, we'll never have a chance for a sequel. Better luck next time. Oh, about to start skimming. Right there. Oh, for heaven's sake, seriously? Stupid game. That's 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Speed, slow. Upon reaching the surface, you throttle up and zoom off into the sunset. The settlement the alien spoke of appears on the horizon. I just hated this sequence. And it's slow. Ouch, takes forever. look in the far distance, even at the slow rate, in order to be able to anticipate what moves you gotta make. That's not a thump. Nope, nope, nope. Woo, that was pretty intense. You've managed to successfully navigate through the treacherous boulder field and are quite relieved to see that you've reached the settlement. After a truly stone-crushing journey, you have miraculously arrived safely in Hewlett's Flats. And just in time, too, because the skimmer's power cell has been drained. It will take some time to recharge itself. This place isn't quite what you had expected. It is semi-bleak at best. Exit skimmer. Welcome to Hewlett's Flats. Say, this is a genuine Fulton sand skimmer. I've been looking for one just like it. I wonder if you would accept 30 buckazoids. Nope. Fine. Be that way. I just think he might be Stan from Stan's previously used spaceships. Check my inventory here. Cartridge, keycard, skimmer key, survival kit, gadget, glass, army knife. Okay, that's right. In order to get some... As I understand it, they actually got into legal trouble with using the Blues Brothers like that. This is a seedy little place. Galactic riffraff are seated at the bar. The bartender drops by occasionally to serve them. A band is cranking out some of the more popular tunes in the quadrant. There is a slot machine standing near the bar. You notice a sweeper in the lower corner of the room. It must get messy here. No one seems to notice or care that you have entered the bar, particularly care. You have one of those coupons, huh? Here's your 5 buckazoids and your free beer. Enjoy. The beer tastes like carbonated Zipple sweat. However, considering recent events, you could learn to love it. What'll it be? I got beer, and it's 2 buckazoids. Beer. That'll be $2. Thank you very much. Come again. Drink beer. Gulp, gulp. You've never seen the likes of the patrons seated at the bar. They look fairly absorbed in their drinks. Beer. Drink beer. As you sip another of the odd brews, you overhear someone at the bar speaking. There I was, cruising through Sector HH when I spot this blip on the scanner. So I head toward it, you see, and right there in front of me sits the Deltar. It's just sitting there. My heart starts warping on me. I figure my milliseconds are numbered. All I can think of doing is getting my craft out of there, so I'm reaching for the throttle. All of a sudden, there's this incredible flash of light. You see, and just like that, this little planetoid explodes into a ball of fire. I tell you, I've never seen anything like it. I mauled the throttle and I got out of there quick, you bet. Okay, this is my final offer, and I'm only doing it because you look like you need it pretty bad. I'll give you 30 buckazoids, and I'll throw in this swell jetpack. I only used it once. Works great in zero gravity. You'll love it. Is it a deal? Yes or no? Glad we could do business. I'll just take that key. Thank you kindly. Hope your stay in Euland's Flats is an interesting one. I don't think... Huh. Look pile. There's a strange pile of very fine white powder here. Its origin puzzles you. It has a strange burnt smell to it. Powder. Buckazoid? Okay, fine. All right, let's sashay on into the bar here and go save gamble our lives away here. Oh, I got another one, huh? Looks just like the last one. You know, I never noticed that. He's wearing the same uniform as the Arcada crew did. Unfortunately, I need him to get vaporized. Oh, there we go. You just walk into it. I forgot that. Okay. Wins 1, wins 3, wins 5. Okay, and I've got how many buckazoids? Wins 20, wins 10, and death. Okay. Now, the only way I've ever seen to do this is to just go to town and hope you... No! No! Oh, man. That was the wrong button. Fine. Okay, try this again. Okay, that's a win. I'm going to cut a bunch of this out. There's no point in you watching every single. This is actually easier on the original save screens here. There's no point in keeping anything where I lose, so, and I already know that one's going to be a loss. One's going to be a loss. Going to be a loss. That's a loss. 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 Okay, loss as well. Loss. Loss. Win. Loss. Definitely a loss. Definitely a loss. Definitely the loss. The loss. That's so frustrating. Ooh. Steve? Loss. Definitely loss. Another loss. You trying to kill me. Yeah, it is right. It's hopeless. Definitely another loss. Another loss. Another loss. Even take the little wins because it's better than going after this all this time. Okay. Unfortunately, they don't count this other cherry, so loss. Definitely loss. Loss. Another loss. Ooh, 15. Big money. Loss. Now, if only you could save scum real life. Like, ooh, no. Suck methane. Well, that methane sucks anyway. Whoops. Yeah, it gets very, very repetitive. Stand, huh? There's got to be a better way to do it. On Space Quest, the VGA version, they've got a widget you can stick to the machine, a magnetic widget, throws the machine off, and you get automatic wins. Basically, you got to go to town until the machine finally breaks. Big ones in a row. Well, in a row. Haha. It gets really old and really repetitive. Oops. Oh. La da 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 da, la da da. Whoops. Do 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 do. La da 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 la da da la da da la. Da da la da da la da da la da la da da la da 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 da. Whoops. Sorry, there seems to be a circuit failure. To be reimbursed, send claim to Gipazoid Novelties 2001 Odessa Blastway, Guerneville, Feodor, Excel Galaxy. Please allow 2 decades for delivery. The Buckazoid is a flat piece of precious alien metal. You have 250 of them. ZZ Top up there on the stand. Woohoo! By the way, when they mentioned the coupon thing, the original Space Quest I box actually came with 2 paper coupons. It looked like Monopoly money, and they offered you the $5 off. Welcome to Droids BS, the finest emporium for mechanized beings in the quadrant. We have a complete line of droids for any purpose imaginable. Well, almost any. All top of the line, but I suppose you would probably be interested in our sale items. Please walk this way. I don't think I can hinge over like that. Walk that way. Is the salesman actually Squidward? That model is ideal for flight systems operations. It will pilot any modern fighter or cruiser. And it is one of the most experienced droids we carry. I ask only 45 buckazoids for it, 36 with coupon. I got it from some gambling type who was required to pay up or perish. Well, I see you bear one of those coupons. Oh well, you shall receive 20% off any of my quoted prices. Right. Using your discount coupon, you have made a relatively decent purchase of a pre-owned sale item. Now I have a pilot droid. All I need is a ship to pilot. I swear he makes the most goofy movements. Looks like he's plunging a toilet, which would make sense for Roger Wilco, the janitor. It looks like he's carrying a blaster. That's his belt. Howdy, bucko. Can I interest you in one of the finest little used spaceships in the galaxy? You look like a man of discerning taste. Well, you know, let's go see what some of the descriptions look like. It's been a while. They're standing near one of Tiny's used spacecraft. Upon close inspection, they appear to have quite a few kilometers on them. Don't let appearances fool you. This baby may be a relic. I mean, a classic, but she's as dependable as the day we got her. And just think, you'll be the only one in the quadrant with one, I guarantee it. She's a beaut, isn't she? This little baby could do a spin around the planet in just under an hour. Look at the lines in that bodywork. They just don't make them like this anymore, you know what I mean? And she's a real bargain at 185 buckazoids. Well, this is quite a unique little unit. Never been flown over Mach 3. It was owned by a little old lady from Glancedron. You have to fly it to believe it, and she can be yours for only 99 buckazoids. Well, there's a man with a good eye. This here is the keenest little scrambler in the hemisphere. Top of the line, handles like a charm. Perfect for cruising the asteroid fields. And she's got all the thrust a guy could need. I tell you, she's an outright steal at 214 buckazoids. High ship. I tell you, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her, and if you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, by the way, you're going to need a droid to help you fly that thing. Well, good luck and come again. Looking at the inside of the ship, you notice there are no controls here, just a button marked Load. Tiny must have been serious when he said you would need a droid to fly it. Let's load. What sector shall I head for, sir? Asked the droid. Sector H8 it is. I will proceed with course entry. Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going with my ship? Off you go into the purple yonder. It's nice to know that you got sold a stolen ship. Or actually, really, you stole the ship. You just happened to pay for it. To the wrong person. Well done, Roger Wilco. You've managed to overcome the elements of Corona, from endless desert and spider droids to obnoxious salesmen and bad booze. Yes, the sand in your boots shall forever serve as a reminder of this forsaken planet. You should feel proud, but now destiny awaits with an even greater challenge. Hang on, sir. We are headed into an asteroid field. Okay, now this was really awesome to see growing up. What can I say? Wasn't a whole lot of graphics in the old days. Look at it dodging the asteroid. That was mighty close. We have established visual contact with a ship of Sarian origin, says the droid. The name Deltar is confirmed. You might consider the fact that we are in danger by being anywhere near this ship. I hope you didn't waste money on the extended warranty when you purchased me. I will slow our approach and stand off at a safe distance. You are now wearing the jetpack. A small control linkage snaps onto the back of your helmet, allowing you to control it merely by focusing on where you want to go. Before leaving the safety of your ship, you instruct the little droid to set a course for Xenon, where you will rendezvous later, providing, of course, that you are successful in carrying out your mission. Once again, you are on your own. It appears to be a standard airlock. There is a handle in the center. You grasp the large handle and twist, noting the rather significant amount of pain being registered. You are extremely grateful to hear a click. As you enter the Sarian ship, the airlock door seals itself behind you. You try to open it again without any success. It appears that you are stuck here. Oh, I was trying to tell you that the original game actually had 2 coupons that were in the box, as well as the manual and of course the media. They were really actually. This was back in the day when they were still putting interesting. Oops. Okay. There's my cue. Now there's 2 ways to get out of this room. We're gonna push the trunk this time. Trunk. Move back. Jetpack. Trunk. Close trunk. And on trunk. Look vent. Knife on vent. Trunk. On vent. And get some trunk. Knife. Using your Xenon Army knife, you pry the vent open. These are Star Trek vents here. Call them Jeffries tubes. Always amazed me how large the vents on Star Trek were. You'd think that they were designed for, well, they were designed for people to go through. Poor old Jeffrey, I always don't know why he had so many tubes that big. Your nose has been redesigned by your ill-advised attempt to insert it into a closed vent. Kick vent. It looks like you jarred it loose. Vent. Vent. That was acrobatic. Look room. You are in the ship's laundry facilities. Once a janitor, always a janitor. Open washer. Look-in washer. Someone might be coming. You don't have time to be standing around. Your washer. Well, Roger Wilco, it certainly appears as though you're about to become all washed up. Too late, he already is. Ah! That's some serious industrial washing machine. If I did that with my washing machine, there would be no washing machine. Open washer. Somehow, you managed to survive the rinse cycle. As you emerge from the cleaning unit, you notice that you are dressed in a Sarian battle uniform. That's some serious quick change stuff there. That could go on a magic show like Penn and Teller's Fool Us or something like that. That's that fast. What a stroke of genius. Now you can wander throughout the ship without calling attention to yourself. Search. Uniform. Search self. Look in washer. Search washer. Look. D. So I was supposed to say search pockets, I'll bet. Pocket. Okay, alien identification card there. Hey, gentlemen. That's okay, guard. Just keep doing your thing. Right, thank you very much. I'm just a normal Sarian. Normal Sarian thing. Walking around the ship and looking Sarian. Doop-a-doo, loop-a-doo, loop-a-doo, loop-a-doo. Why, excuse me, guard. I'm just being a Sarian and doing Sarian-like things. Thank you very much, and you have a good day. Okay, look. You are on an elevated walkway inside an enormous chamber. Peering over the railing, you see the stolen star generator. Guard. He looks to be armed and dangerous. I wouldn't mess around with him. Okay, save game. Star generator. Star generator. Room. Okay. Up to droid. Oh, welcome to the weapons dispensary. I will assist you. Please supply me with your identification card. Show ID. Excuse me, I shall retrieve your weapon. Get grenade. Ooh, nothing. I didn't take anything extra. Your rank allows you to bear one pulse array unit. Remember, no firing in the ship. Have a nice day. Aim. Got weapon. All right. Now, Mr. Guard, let's take a look at this grenade. The smoke bomb appears to be of the impact detonation variety. You don't want to be too close to this. Too close. Okay, come on. Too close to this thing when it discharges. Drop grenade. Bloop. The grenade drops to the floor, releasing its poisonous gas on the unsuspecting alien. Good shot, Roger Wilco. All right, now let's continue on my mission. That's right, I'm doing Sarian-like things. Sarian-like things. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, I am a Sarian. Please, please, no need to be concerned. My, aren't you the clumsy one? Because of your inability to walk without falling on your face, your helmet is now riding the elevator without you. You've blown your cover. The Sarians are sure to shoot first and ask questions later. I always wondered why isn't the helmet like right here? That would make sense or something. I mean, you'd walk into the elevator, you'd pick up the helmet, and off you'd go. Oh, if the robot droid could laugh, which it is not programmed to do, it would do so. Your pulse array is only effective against living opponents. Okay, back over here, and back over here. Okay, perfect. Doo-ba-doo-boo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doodle-doo. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo. You seem to have found a remote control device of some sort. It has only one button labeled on, off. This button. Suddenly, the force field protecting the star generator disappears. Look, star generator. At the base of the star generator is a control panel of some sort. Panel. Okay. 6. Oh, for heaven's sakes, really? 6, 6, 8, 8. Enter. Detonation cycle has begun. The star generator has come alive. The heat that this thing is starting to generate tells you that it's time to blow this taco stand. Oh! I thought I was a little faster on the button than that. Okay. Back to here. Made. Okay, chop, chop, chop. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Started self-destruct. Ah. Eat my pulse array. You are in the shuttle launch bay aboard the Sarian ship. Shuttle. Ship is a one-man transport vessel. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. Try to say that 3 times fast. You swiftly slip into the sleek slip. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. Okay, you got to be careful with that last one. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. You swiftly slip into the sleek slip. It was close. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. Ah. Channel. You frantically search for the control console for the launch button. Aha, there it is. Press button. The Deltar has been blown to tiny fragments by the force of the star generator's blast. You have saved the lives of millions of your people, not to mention the lives of those in other systems. Don't get a big head. Congratulations, Roger Wilco. You've rid the universe of the evil Sarians and saved your people from certain doom. The star generator technology is safe inside the data cartridge. Now, a new star generator can be built and can carry out its original task. You're an all-around hero. You've made it home safely aboard the stolen Sarian craft, where you've encountered a cheering Xenon crowd. They have gathered together for a ceremony in your honor. The ceremony is already in progress. Probably started without you. Applause! And you're handed a golden mop. As a token of appreciation, you are presented with a golden mop. Thank you, Roger Wilco, for cleaning up our galaxy, says the Xenon leader. Doesn't even get a name. Once a janitor, always a janitor. Thank you very much for joining me in this little trip down memory lane in Space Quest I. I figured this might be might do something like this every week or two. It's one of the older games, something to have fun with, and just enjoy. Once again, thank you for joining me and have a great day.